What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the salon and another episode of In the Chair with Mel, where your host and hairstylist, that's me, shares with you experiences in the chair with real life people who you may be able to relate to. Today's guest is going to be meet TIff. We're going to be transforming Tiff's hair today because she definitely needs a good refresh. So we're going to talk about the importance of maintaining blonde curly hair, and we're going to show how to style her hair type because it's different than mine and it's different than my sister's, and it's a new hair type for you guys to learn from. So without further ado, let's take a look under the hood. Tiff's curl type is very combination. She's got some 3B curls and she also has some 2C waves. But it's also a high porosity, a grade 4 porosity. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you watch the porosity video. And so because it's high porosity, it's very dry. It needs product, but it's also easily weighed down. So, how can we make her a bomb blonde beauty? Well, keep watching this video. I'm going to show you guys how I, professional, don't try this at home, I'm going to transform her hairs.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
First thing I'm going to do is we're going to wash it. We've got to clean her hair because you've got some product buildup on here. And I know you might be thinking, oh, my hair's dry. Isn't it better if it's dirty to do it? Absolutely not. Do not show up to your hair appointments with dirty hair. In what way does that help the color? Why would that help the color? It doesn't! So I want to make sure that there's no product buildup or any kind of mineral buildup, anything built up on Tiff's hair. I'm going to be shampooing with the Malibu pH 9 Un-Do-Goo to remove all that to give me clean hair. And it's a sulfate-free clarifier, which is really nice. It really gets the job done. So now that she's pure again and we have cleansed her of her impurities, we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna rough dry her, section her out, and we're gonna start highlighting. Okay, so before I start doing the thing, I'm gonna explain to you what I'm using now. So here we have 1, a bowl of bleach, and 2, a bowl of Olaplex No. 2. Now guys, let me make this clear. Bleach is not conditioner. It's not gonna make your hair feel better, but it doesn't have to damage your hair. By putting Olaplex in the formula, I'm preventing the damage from happening. So 1, I've got Olaplex No. 1 poured into the bleach, and beside it I have a bowl of Olaplex No. 2, which is the step 2. Now these steps are only done in the salon, and what I'm gonna be using the No. 2 for is applying onto her already blonde ends to prevent them from getting any bleach on them and prevent any further damage, and it's gonna start conditioning them right now, right away. And now that we have our insurance in, because that's what Olaplex is, it's basically insurance for your hair, allow us to start highlighting.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
So Tiff, tell me a little bit more about you. Like, I don't know you, I just met you.
I found Mel on Instagram. Found her on the gram.
Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, social media.
Shout out to the gram. Yeah, and I found Mel and I was like, oh, she has really nice curly hair. I want my hair to look like that. So then I booked an appointment with Mel.
We've been on a journey together for a little while now, helping her hair, and here's some photos. So she's been blonde for a long time, and clearly it was not working out for her before. But when you look at her hair now, she's able to have both healthy hair, like she still has a curl pattern to her hair, plus it's blonde as hell, and it just looks great with your style, and I freaking love your style. If you're not following Tiff on Instagram, we're gonna plug her in right now.
Plug me
She
in.
is that girl named Tiff, and she's got the sickest style.
I am a designer and founder of a jewelry line called Unsalted Honey.
Like, maybe you can help us all out with a styling tip. Like, what's your favorite way to style?
For me, I don't know, I like to keep it classy with the hoops. That's like my go-to every day.
You're like the layering queen.
Yeah, I like to layer, it's fun.
You've got lots of layers. You just have so many amazing Unsalted Honey pieces you want to wear, you can't choose.
Girl,
Is that what it is? You just have to wear them all.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't like keep every single piece that I make. I just, yeah, I'm for the people.
For the people.
For the people.
TIff 2020.
For the people.
Yeah, so, you know, if you need more info, definitely check out horror. Definitely check out horror.
Just check out this horror.
It's part of the reason why I wanted to bring TIff on here, but also because I know she's super fun. And she has a hair type that a lot of you have been asking for. A lot of you are asking about wavier hair types and just how to manage and deal with that. So stay tuned because once I'm done highlighting here, we're gonna continue to power through this. When we're all done, I'm gonna be trimming her hair. I'm gonna give her a haircut. I'll show you the type of haircut that I'm gonna be implementing in her hair to give her curls the most amount of life. And we're gonna go over the styling of her hair, types of products to use, and how to apply them. So stick around. We'll be back right after this short commercial. It's dinner time. TIff is all cooked. We're gonna get her washed. I'm gonna remove the foils. Shampoo with Olaplex No. 4. What the hell is that? Olaplex No. 4 is just their shampoo. So we're gonna wash out all of this with that. Then we're gonna put the next Olaplex on. That's Olaplex No. 2 that I have to sit on just for a little bit. And then tone, and then we come back several hours later. We're back in the chair, washed, fresh color. Now all TIff needs is a fresh haircut, which she is in dire need of. You can go 6 months without doing your color, but 6 months without a haircut on blonde hair? No, ma'am, don't you do that. So let's clean it up, shall we? So I'm gonna be cutting TIff's hair wet. I'm gonna be working through it. I'm gonna be doing a lot of brushing through it. I wanna make sure that there's some slip in it because right now it's just naked hair. So I'm gonna be using the Olaplex No. 6 to style, and I'm gonna put it in now because it'll give her hair some moisture. It'll help to keep the water moisture in her hair. And, you know, it won't cause any damage. It's just really nice and moisturizing. This is all she would need. Very little amount. See that, Tiff? Very little. A little tiny bit goes a long way with all of these products. Super thick. We're giving TIff a round cut. She wants layers, she wants the bangs. We want shape here, right? Length is not the major priority. It's health of the hair and shape. So for anyone that's freaking out because I'm cutting her hair while it's wet, I can cut her hair while it's wet because, well, I know what I'm doing. My main priority when I am cutting shapes is to put in a nice solid shape. And I can do exactly that by putting in a wet cut. So once her hair is dry, after, I will do any dry cutting that needs to be done. But first things first, you gotta build a foundation. And that's what this is doing. All right, everybody, here's TIff whilst wet. So you recall, before we started cutting, I had put in Olaplex No. 6 styler into her hair, which gave me a cutting lotion. But now we're gonna move on to the styling products. We're moving on to now another leave-in, and this is the Damage Remedy Daily Hair Repair. You might be asking why we also need this. Oh, didn't you just use Olaplex? Don't you? Here's the thing. Olaplex, although it is strengthening and it repairs, it does not provide protein. Olaplex is not protein. Everyone needs some protein. That is what our hair is made up of. So it gives a different kind of strengthening. It helps to strengthen the outside, the cuticle, while Olaplex gets right into the cortex. So use both. Next up, we're gonna be using Aveda's Curl Enhancer. This is what you use at home, Tiff?
It is.
It is.
Indeed.
I've used these products on her before and she fell in love with them. They work really well because her hair is fine. So we're gonna do the upside down technique today, and that's gonna be this. We're gonna flip TIff forward. Yes. My issue with styling upside down is the back here never gets any love. And sometimes it can feel like it gets matted and crazy, but with her texture, that's not going to happen. We're still gonna get some love back here. We're not gonna neglect it, but right now we wanna focus on everything underneath. So we're raking it through, making sure that everything is smoothed down. And then we're gonna be doing a crap ton of scrunching. I don't wanna finger coil Tiff's hair because one, I want you guys to see that her curl is not damaged. And two, it's not necessarily realistic for every day. The more we finger coil it, sure, it's gonna have a lot of great definition, but it's gonna lack volume and it's not gonna be as wild as we want it to be. We wanna make it nice and big and let the curl be free. Now we're gonna scrunch in the gel. Not too much. This is just to help scrunch in the ends as well. This is not going anywhere near her root area because if I put gel near her root, it's gonna be defined and it's gonna have hold, but that's not really what I'm looking for. If the roots are a little bit fluffy on Tiff, I'm okay with that because that's gonna give us even more volume. You gotta think of frizz in the right places. So now we're gonna go in with the Dyson to diffuse. As always, I'm going in with high heat and high speed because we've been here for several hours now and ain't nobody got time for that. Plus, both the Olaplex and the Damage Remedy have heat protectants in them, so we are covered.
I'm already ready.
And finish. Wow! Actually, this is the point of the haircut where we're gonna analyze Tiff's curls and make sure that everything is in place. And if there's any dry cutting that needs to be done, then we will do it now. That's why it's very important that, especially if you are new and you know, a stylist is getting to know your hair type, it's good to style it curly when you're done so that you can do any refining if that's usually how you style it. I know sometimes we're leaving the salon and we want to feel special and different, so we'll maybe want to straighten our hair for the whatever, but you're better to leave the salon with it curly. And if you are seeing a curl professional, you don't have to worry about not feeling done enough because you know it's gonna look fire. But as we can see here, she has a lovely, solid shape. The bangs are killer, lots of layers, and a whole new woman. I believe my work here is done. I love it. It's my pleasure as always to transform you. And that's a wrap on this episode of In the Chair with Mell with Tiff. Thank you, Tiff, for joining us, everybody. Clap around. Thank you. I hope you have all learned something today, and I hope you had fun hanging out with us. Let us know what hair types, what you want to see me bring in the salon next for the next episode of In the Chair with Mell. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Maybe Tiff will even answer some questions if you have something for her. Until next time, next week, peace! Are we ready? Great. Quiet! On set. Make sure there's no bears in the cave. Quiet on set! Bits are sweating.
Bears? Isn't it bad?
Maybe, I don't know. We're ready. So we're gonna be transforming her live on camera for you guys. It's not live, it's gonna be edited. Need some milk. Quiet on set!
Need some milk.
I just love that meme. Those are really cute, by the way, Tiff. Where'd you get them?
Well, you see.
We'll have to work on this later.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm mid-highlighting, you can make a run somewhere.
What the fuck am I? Okay, stop petting her and talk.
Is it rolling now?
Yes.